I'm Stephanie,
I'm Meredith.
and welcome to This Is My Circus. And it's our
Grinch episode. Oh, rough.
Rex loves the Grinch too.
Words are already failing me. So I do love the office rearranging you did.
Yes.
His tail's like beating the cord. It flows good. It
Yes.
flows really good.
He is not used to it yet
He's not.
because this is like where his
That's where, yeah.
yeah. So Rex is adjusting still.
Yes.
Rex has got glitter on him.
Has he been to the strip club?
I think it was the remnants of your gift bag.
Oh, thank you for my gift.
Oh, you're welcome.
Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter.
I know.
Oh, you know me so well. So what's your Grinch shirt?
It is blah, 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 blah.
That's really cute. So I went to the Walmarts. Oh, look, I have glitter on me. Maybe I've been to the strip club. It's from work. They had a ton of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And some of it was really, like, it was supposed to be tacky, but it was kind of cute too. So I grabbed this, looking at the size on the hanger. Think I might have overachieved. But anyway,
you can wear an extra sweater if you're
oh yeah, could just definitely triple up. 'Cause we could both get in.
It's a baggy day.
It is a very baggy day.
Yeah.
And like the sleeves kind of look ridiculous, but you know what?
We're Grinchy.
We're Grinchy. Blah.
Hold it.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, goodness. So yesterday was your birthday. What did you do?
Yes. So worked. Because, we're grown ups and we have to do that. So worked, and then I actually met Heather and Anthony's mom, Patty, for dinner.
Banthony.
Yeah, and the kids came with after basketball practice, and my friend Carrie. So Jackson used to date her daughter Emery.
Uh-huh.
So Carrie came and brought Emery, and then Emery's friend Maggie. So it was just like a whole smorgasbord of people. Had some Mexican food, margarita, right? And the pictures with the sombreros on, that's always the win. But I can always think about just like all the bugs in there. I know, but I try to enjoy it in the moment, and then I'm like, okay, get it off. But it's Carrie's birthday too. We're birthday twins.
Aww.
So I told her I was going to start claiming her year.
Mm.
It's much, much
nicer.
A lot rounder numbers. Those sevens are angular. So yeah, it was good. Brian brought me flowers and chocolate cake.
Yum.
So it was just great.
Good.
It was a lot of fun.
You deserve a good
Thank you. Thank you for asking. I've always hated having a Christmas birthday.
Yeah.
Or December birthday, I guess I should say. But people do really good at making me feel special. So there's a lot of Facebook things I haven't responded to. I just haven't had time. But that's always so sweet to go through and read all those. And you made a sweet post. Everybody making me cry.
Oh.
So Jackson's friends were all texting me and snapping me, and like that's the most action my Snapchat has ever gotten. So anyway, what have you been up to?
I don't even know. I really don't know what I did this week.
Rearranged your office?
I did. Yeah, I don't know. I had a therapy session.
Good. It went well?
Yeah.
Good.
Only a little bit of tears.
Well, progress.
Yeah. Dylan, he got his truck louder.
Oh, well, good. That needed to happen.
He got it louder, and then he got it quieter because I'm like, no, that's too loud. You need to take that back.
Uh-huh.
And fix that.
Fix that. Tone it down.
Yeah. So he did that. But yeah, that was really our week.
What did he do to make it louder, do you even know?
I got I don't know, two things.
A louder kit?
I don't know. It's like, I don't know.
I don't know that stuff.
But there's like two.
You almost hit your head.
Straight pipes in the back or something. But it sounded like there was an explosion. When he, like, legit. I'm like, you're gonna get pulled over.
Well, between that and your neighbors like complaining about noise because he goes to school so early and stuff, yeah, it might not go well. So
no, so that he took it back, and he's like, oh, my mom's really mad. Can you make it like mom quieter?
It needs to be mom and neighborhood and police approved.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
It's much quieter. It's still loud, but much quieter. So
yeah,
progress.
I mean, that's all we can do.
Yeah,
it's just baby steps. And just side note, you have the Cindy Lou hair.
Yes, I was definitely I was pulling her vibe
you were just like really, ooh, Cindy Lou Who.
I was embracing
all the Cindy Lou Who-ness. But that hair also is like good Viking hair. Like it does all the things. You always have the cutest little things.
Encompass.
Yes. Absolutely. So we had moved our time up to record today because I thought, so it's football playoffs. Tonight is Northwestern and Gaffney playing, and I thought that we were going to go to the game because it's supposed to be a really good game between two really good teams that we don't really like either one of them, but somebody's got to win and somebody, right? So I thought we were going. It is going to be like 19 degrees. So I texted Juicy's mom. I was like, Heather, can Jackson go with? I think the dad is taking Juicy, Banffany, and Jackson because I was like, I'm not trying to sit out there for teams I don't even really like.
Yeah. In 19-degree
In
weather.
19-degree weather. So
that would not happen.
they can have that. So I'm free. So we can party. We can have a good time.
It's gonna be a good night.
We can do the things. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either.
No. Even with all the layers and
Still skin showing somewhere.
there's still skin showing, and it's just not worth it.
I get back from walking him because I walk him twice a day.
Yeah.
And I have a huge coat that comes down like past my knees and gloves and hat, but like this stuff is still showing. And I get back and I'll like talk to Brandon and he's like, your nose is really red. Like,
at least you're not blue like you were last week with the swim with the dolphins.
Yeah, so
yeah. It's cold.
No, I don't do that. I don't. I'm not cold approved.
No, I'm totally. I'm okay if it's cold outside, but I don't want to be out there.
No.
And I like when it gets cold. Like it needs to get cold to kill the bugs and the germs and do whatever it's supposed to do. But I don't want anything to do with it.
Can it be for like a week and I'll go away for that week?
Sure, sure.
Can you talk to Mother Nature?
I will. I mean, I'll put in a call.
I saw something and I don't know if it's true or not because of course it's where I get all my news from is TikTok. But I saw something that Asheville was supposed to get hit with a bad snowstorm.
Oh man, really?
Like this week, yeah, like 8 to 10 inches.
Oh gosh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's that time of year though, and they need all that for like the skiing and stuff, I guess.
They like a thing yet?
I think Asheville is okay.
Okay.
I mean, everything I read is like different. Nothing's consistent, but I'm pretty sure Asheville is okay. It's some other towns that are not. So I think Asheville, like Boone, where Sugar Mountain is, like all that, I think is okay.
Okay.
Speaking of TikTok for a news source though, so Jackson gets in the car this morning when I take him to school. We're listening to Drake. He does the music in the morning. I don't care. He's like, Drake's like the #1 artist that everybody listened to all over the world this year. And I'm like, what? And he was like, well, maybe just the US. And I was like, where did you get this from? And I said, I don't think that's true because like even people that like that kind of music don't like Drake. I was like, I bet it's like Taylor Swift or Morgan Wallen or like somebody a little more universal kind of. And he was like, it's on TikTok, Mama. And I was like, well, look it up again somewhere else. And he was like, well, Drake's #2. And I was like, okay. I said, who's #1? He said, Taylor Swift. It's like, do not underestimate the power of girls channeling Taylor Swift.
I'm not a huge T Swift fan.
I'm not either. I mean, she can do her thing. She's fun.
Like evolved it. Like and
yes,
great, and you need
yes,
you do
yes,
wonderful, like
right
in your own right. But like, it's just not my vibe anymore.
Yeah, me neither. I appreciate her. I'm sure she's great. Her shows apparently are amazing. Don't know why they're so expensive to go to them, but
they're amazing apparently.
I guess. But anyway, I'm not gonna. That is not a hill I'm gonna die on. So don't come for us for not being Taylor Swift fans.
No.
I'm a Kelsey fan. Take that out.
Did you hear what's her face is pregnant? Jason Kelsey's wife?
Again.
Yes.
With the 4th.
Yes. And it's another girl.
I know.
He makes girls.
He does. He does make girls. Have you seen the videos though? I'm sure you have of the one when they're little and they're like pretending like they're a center and stuff. So cute.
There was a clip of or a picture of the 3 girls and like their reaction of when they told.
Oh yes, and they were like, "This is typical of them." Yeah.
And when they found out they were having another sister.
Yeah.
And the baby was crying.
The baby was crying. The middle one was like, I think, bled, like whatever, and the oldest one was like cheesing or something. Yeah. Like they were all extremely different reactions, and apparently very on brand for their personalities. Yeah. I thought it was really cute.
I did too. Yeah.
4 girls.
My mom had 3 and a boy.
Yeah.
So I couldn't. Yeah.
I know that sounds rough.
Yeah.
That sounds rough.
Hard pass.
Yeah. Told you your sister messaged you. I was like, your sister friend requested me on Facebook.
Do we like her?
Do we like her? I mean, I figured, but you know,
You never
sometimes,
know. Yeah.
right, right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
let's talk about our book.
Okay, so we read this week Grinch Girl by Nichole Dayton. And side note, we were originally reading a different book, but we both couldn't get into it.
It
So
was terrible.
we totally switched it up and went this way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay because I edited that out last week. All right, so our little blurb is it's the classic holiday movie setup, but there's a mischief behind the scenes. Jane Zielinski plans to create her own present this Christmas. She throws herself into directing a homemade reality dating web series, Single Bells, as a publicity stunt to keep her struggling small town competitive with the ritzy resort town's luring holiday tourists. It's the perfect way to pair up with her crush, Michael, the boy next door turned most eligible bachelor, and be a hometown hero. But gorgeous Bella Bradley, Jane's childhood BFF, who skipped town when times got tough, returns with handfuls of cash and his smoking hot business partner, Nate Wright. It's bad enough that Bella immediately upstages Jane's attempts to save the town's Christmas, but she also uses the Single Bells activities to rekindle her high school romance with Michael. Furious, Jane is not above sabotage, cheating, or flirting with the mischievous Nate to win. Maybe it's the Christmas shenanigans, maybe it's holiday magic, but suddenly Nate is a lot more than tall, dark, and handsome stranger. But is he just a mistletoe fling? I thought this was such a cute book.
It was a cute book. So this is the fourth book in a series,
Right.
apparently.
But it's like I think they're all standalone.
Yeah, totally. So if you see that it's in a series, or if you did, don't hesitate to read it because you can definitely, it's fine. Super cute book. I wouldn't mind reading the others.
Yeah.
Just as like a cute.
So this had Hallmark Christmas movie vibes.
It definitely did, but I liked it better than a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't get me wrong, I love Hallmark movies.
Yeah.
Somebody explained them to me this week and they said Hallmark movies are so comforting, and they kind of are. Like, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But it's just the comfort of watching something that everything is going to turn out and, you know, all the things. But this I felt like was just quirky in a good way.
Yeah.
And I liked her personality a lot, Jane's. And it really
She was
focused
a little
on,
bit snarky, and I loved it.
right, right, 100%. She was just, you know, this single lady trying to do her own thing. And you know what I loved about this too is, sorry, I'm like rambling off that mouth.
Go.
They had real jobs. It wasn't like some made up CEO of this Fortune 500 company. Like she did like the tech, the what's it called? Geek Squad.
Yeah, the Best
Like
Buy.
Best Buy Geek Squad. Like that is so relatable. Different things like that were just so like real to me. So I really, really liked this book.
Yeah, and that was actually one of my notes was like this was all very relatable.
Yes.
I thought that the author did awesome with the character development.
Yes.
And learning everybody's, there was a lot of characters, but you knew everybody's personality and you could distinguish everybody.
You did, but without knowing too much. Like we know about Bella, we know who she is, we know her story and who she's into and everything, but it's not just all consuming about Bella. And just the other supporting characters too. You learn them and all the different things about them, but it's not overload. Yeah, it was done really well.
Yeah.
Very well.
I had a lot of like comedic relief in there too. I mean, there was some
Yes.
sad parts, of
Right.
course, but there was a lot of comedic relief, which I loved.
Yeah.
Like the older lady owning the strip club.
Yes, that was so funny. That was so funny. And so many of the comments that she would say, just like, you know, flipping somebody off or something, was just in there so quickly that like it would be easy to miss them. And I'm sure I even missed some, but just hearing her snark and just her sass was just, she was cute.
And then like the younger dude dating her in the show, and he was like absolutely enamored with her.
Yes.
I loved it.
And when they did the dirty dancing lift and stuff, like if you didn't read this book and you're looking for just something very lighthearted, I mean, even with the sad stuff, please go for this one. This one was really good.
Yeah.
So what did you think about, okay, so spoilers.
Yeah.
So Greta raised Bella and Jane together. Bella was her granddaughter, Jane was not, but she raised her. And Greta dies and leaves her business to the girls. What did you think about like her leaving it to him the way she did, and with the stipulation of what they had to
She
do.
knew what she was doing,
She knew
and
what she
she
was
knew
doing.
their person. I mean, she raised them.
Yeah.
She knew that if they were stuck together,
Mm-hmm.
something was going to break, and they
Mm-hmm.
would get
Work it
that
out.
bond back.
Yeah.
So of course, this is like movie. I don't know in real life
Right.
how practical that would be because I am extremely stubborn,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd be like, forget it. If
Yeah.
I was like that mad,
Mm-hmm.
and I understand I see both of their sides
Yeah.
with knowing that Bella didn't know what was going on with her grandmother. They kept that from her.
Right. They shielded her from that.
So I can see the resentment that Jane had. And even, I mean, just naturally, like resentment that that was her actual grandmother. Like that was
Right.
Bella's actual grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
And always kind of feeling like the extra,
Right.
like the charity case or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I totally understand the feelings
Mm-hmm.
on both girls because then Bella was mad like oh, I didn't even have the opportunity to help
Right.
and
And her being even upset, like, that's my grandmother, not yours. You should have,
yeah,
that's how I would feel too. I wanted to know.
but she didn't even like really hit that, like she wasn't even
Right.
mad. I would have been mad
Right.
at
That's
Jane
why, yeah.
for not telling me, like
Yeah.
how dare you not tell me. And
Right.
Jane's like, well, that's not my medical
And that's
wife
true.
to tell.
And that's true, but still, I
So
know.
but I see both sides.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but then I thought like, okay, so this is Bella's ex-boyfriend, right, Michael?
Yes.
And Jane was ready to go for him. And
She was ready to go for
I
him.
was like, ooh, that's your, I mean, like,
Mm-hmm.
regardless if you guys are like
Mm-hmm.
haven't talked, like, that's still her, like,
I know.
first love.
I know. The only thing that I can think is it was so far in the past,
Yeah, I know,
but
but
and Bella was like gone from since high schools because she never came back.
yeah,
Yeah, just
I don't know. It was I loved it. I loved
yeah,
everything about it.
yeah.
Like, for a holiday, like, just
Hmm.
easy read, I loved everything about it.
I loved the name. I love the Single Bells
Yeah.
concept, and I love that it was called Single Bells. Like, how adorable is that?
Yes.
So the concept was for them to host this dating show with, like, I think there were 4 or 5.
5 couples, I think.
Yeah. And it was within the town, and they would hit hot spots in the town and small businesses and air this to try to get more business to come in and
Well, then all the audience got to
vote.
vote on who went on the date, which
Yes.
was awesome.
That was so
Yeah.
cute. It was so cute. So the show, though, the name of it, it just, for some reason, it just like, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah. Oh, and there was also another couple that were split up
Yes.
and kept getting paired back together.
I thought that was so cute. All of the couples had some kind of funkiness with their, I can't even explain it, but like you said, the dude was real young and the lady was older, and they kept putting them together. Or the couple that, like, there was a backstory to all of them, I
Yeah.
guess. There was depth.
I thought this was such a cute book.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. There was so much going on without being it too heavy.
Yeah. I also, this whole book is like within like a month, right? It's
Mhm.
spread over like a month.
Yeah.
But the growth that you saw in Jane was
Hmm.
realistically unrealistic, if that
Hmm.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Obviously forgave Bella, like they got back
Hmm.
together, their friendship back together, and that
Hmm.
was a big deal
That was
for
huge.
them.
Yeah.
And I forget, I keep thinking like our age, but they're still young.
They're young. Yeah,
They're
they're
like late
young.
20s.
Yeah, they're young.
So even at that age, I don't think I was, I don't know, not as emotionally ready to
Mm-mm.
forgive that quickly, I guess.
Yeah, no, I wasn't.
At this age, maybe, but not at that age. I would have dug my heels in and
Oh, 100%.
but also, she had a lot of abandonment issues. She had a lot of
Yeah.
love issues. And what like really broke me in the book was when she said nobody chooses her.
Yeah.
And I think that is such a relatable feeling
Mm-hmm.
for so many people.
Mm-hmm.
And for her to be able to take that leap
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the book,
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Yeah,
right in the
100%.
feels.
Well, and the way that she put that into words, I mean, I know it's a really short, small sentence, nobody chooses me, but you think nobody loves me or nobody, whatever, but nobody chooses me. I think we all feel that way at times.
Yeah.
And yeah, have her say it and to work through it, it was good to be around for that.
Yeah.
When she fell in the water,
Oh,
that I can't handle water things. I can swim and I'm good, but just the thought of being trapped underwater freaks me out.
yeah.
Did you think that it was going to be Bella that pulled her out, or
Mm-mm.
who'd you think it was going to be? That Nate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love that it was Bella.
I did too. And it was just okay, so it was just another great thing about the book that it's predictably unpredictable.
Yeah.
You knew she was going to get saved from somebody, but who's it going to be? And it ends up being her friend. So
And then your lips match your
Yeah.
eyes. Like it was such a cute little, yeah.
My favorite part was the references to Piggly Wiggly.
Yes.
You caught that too?
But small town vibe. It was it was good. I
Yeah,
liked it a lot.
I did too. Good pick. Good choice.
Yeah.
What would you give it?
Like a solid 8.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. For this type of book,
Right.
it was great.
It was just what you wanted it to be. Now, there was some spice in the book.
A little tiny bit,
A little
yes.
tiny bit of spice.
Like
So,
half a chili pepper.
yeah, half a chili pepper. Not as spicy as some of the other ones we've read. And definitely not the lusty Grinch or whatever it was. But yeah, there was a little bit of that there. But it was still, it wasn't like a filthy, smutty smut, which there's nothing wrong with smutty smut, by the way. If people want to read smutty smut, take all that out, Steph. So yeah, I give that one an 8 too.
Yeah.
So next week our theme is going to be the Santa Claus.
Yes.
The Santa Claus.
Because there's multiple.
There might be, you know what? You never know. So our book is Sleigh Spells.
Okay.
And that is by Bella Falls. And it looks a little fantastical. So I thought it'd be a nice little switch for what we got going on. Hopefully it doesn't suck.
Well, we shall find out.
We shall find out.
If we need to change it, we will change it.
We are not scared to do that.
No. Because
life's too short for bad books.
We're gonna get that on a shirt one day.
Absolutely.
Okay, guys, we actually did have to choose a different book because both of us were just not feeling the sleigh spells. So we are going with The Santa Killer by Ross Greenwood for our next book because life is too short for bad books. All right. So, what kind of Grinchiness did you find?
Okay, so I just did a little digging on the Grinch himself.
Oh.
I looked up some Grinch crimes. There's some tons, actually. But I just did some backstory on the Grinch himself.
I like it.
Can I tell you about the Grinch?
She's my history girl here.
Yes, the history nerd. Actually, you can say it. So the Grinch was 8 years old when he went to Mount Crumpet, and then he spent 53 years there. So at the time of the book or slash movie, he was 61.
I would never have guessed that.
He was alone in that cave for 63 years. So that means that he would have been born in 1896.
Oh my God.
I know, isn't that crazy?
He does not look that old.
I know. Well, he kind of looks 60. I
don't know.
He's had some work done.
He has a Botox.
He has had some
Actually, no, he's very wrinkly.
He is. Well, the fur covers up some of that. But yeah, he can, actually, speaking of butt, he could probably do with some butt work. Some butt implants. Do some cupping on that.
I saw somebody had a costume on TikTok. They were doing like a Grinch video. The Grinch had a booty. Like
really?
Like this Grinch costume was
it was pow. Good to know.
Boom boom pow is
boom boom pow is right. Okay, so we say what was wrong with the Grinch, right? Like he was Grinch. First of all, we never know his real name.
No,
we never know his real name. He's just the Grinch.
Was that his name?
We don't know. We don't know. But anyway, so he apparently had if there was a psychiatrist that would evaluate the Grinch now, and this was on a website, and I can give you the source so you can put it in there. He had numerous psychologic, brain, and spine conditions, apparently.
Oh, God.
Including having many psychotic breaks. So, I mean, he really had some things going on.
He talked to himself. He asked himself questions. He answered himself. So.
He did, full conversations with himself.
Yeah.
Okay, but then when we just get down to, what the Grinch really did, so what crimes could we charge the Grinch with?
Oh, I have the same thing.
Do you have the same thing? Okay. We can go through those when you're ready. But yeah, so those were
You might have a different source than I do.
I might. But our list is probably the same. You want to go ahead and talk about it?
Mine was they had pooled a bunch of judges.
Yes.
And one judge said that we don't know what the laws were in Whoville. So
very true. Very
true. We don't know what we would have charged the Grinch with. But there was a judge from Charleston County.
I like your source.
Yes. Judge Irv Condon would have charged The Grinch. Or actually, they actually were charging the Grinch and the Whos
Okay.
because there were some hate crimes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. 100%.
So this judge from Charleston County
Mm-hmm.
said that they would charge with intrusion upon seclusion, invasion of privacy, which was the Grinch spying on the Whos in their homes,
Mm-hmm.
animal cruelty, the Grinch to his dog Max throughout the entire story,
Absolutely. Yep.
private nuisance noise ordinance violations with the Who's singing and playing instruments disturbing the Grinch's enjoyment of and use of his own property.
Okay.
Identity theft, the Grinch stealing
Yep.
Santa's identity. Breaking and entering Grinch
Mm-hmm.
into the Who's homes through the chimney without permission. Larceny, Grinch taking and carrying away Who's property without their consent and with the intent to permanently deprive the Who's of their Christmas gifts and decorations, most likely grand larceny due to the amount of items and their value.
Yep.
Burglary, Grinch enters home occupied by Cindy Lou Who, among other children, with the intent to commit a crime.
Mm-hmm.
Conversion, Grinch uses property of the Who's in a manner that is inconsistent with the Who's rights to the property. Robbery, Grinch takes candy canes from the children's persons. However, this crime may fail since the children were asleep and he didn't threaten Cindy Lou Who when she woke up.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
Destruction of property, assuming that when the sleds started down Mount Crumpet, some personal property of the Who's was destroyed.
Okay.
So then Oakland County, Michigan, Judge Rhonda Volks Gross, and San Juan County, New Mexico, Judge Rena Scott added
Mm-hmm.
the following crimes:
Okay.
trespassing, stalking, disorderly conduct, criminal scheme to defraud, assault and battery, harassment, retail fraud, child neglect, abuse, criminal mischief and nuisance, criminal conspiracy, animal poaching, reckless driving, driving without a license, maintaining a house of ill repute, criminal mischief, child endangerment, criminal damage to properties, illegal dumping, disorderly conduct, indecent exposure, improper lamp equipment on vehicle, illegal parking, no seatbelt violation, speeding, exceeding vehicle load, no commercial driver's license, disturbing the peace, excessive decorations, extortion, and bribery.
He would be spending some time.
Get like 25 to life.
Yeah.
I said, oh, then the next thing says, although most judges commented on laws the Grinch violated, Kent County, Delaware Judge Kevin L. Wilson chose to imagine an emergent crime wave in Whoville. This is a quote. The weather outside is frightful, so thefts of coats and gloves will be on the rise. The fire is delightful in the post office, so drinking will be on the rise, with DUIs and drunk and disorderly conduct keeping the cells full. With snow coming down, domestics will be on the rise. In general, the Who's will be breaking laws by the plenty, and with no corn for popping, shoplifting will not be stopping.
That's really cute. I also saw that, I guess I don't know if it was law schools or like a debate class or something, used this situation for debates or trying to prove them, like you said,
Yeah.
guilty or convict them of certain things.
Yeah. So there was something from a college, and it said that there's a conspiracy that the Who's actually took out the entire Grinch race, and the Grinch was like the last one. And they felt bad because it was a baby, so they saved it. But then he was so different that it was all these hate crimes that were done against him, and that's why how
You know, I will tell you that I really always wondered why the Grinch looked so different than everybody else.
yeah.
Like I think they're on something.
Yeah. So that is one theory
Yeah.
that this college class had come up
Came up
with.
with.
But yeah.
That's hilarious.
But I just thought this was so funny that
That's funny that we both like were digging into that. Mine was, I mean, anything that I missed, your second judge there covered it and more. Like she really went in on everything.
I just thought like
Excessive decorating?
we got another story related to
Okay,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But is that not bananas?
Yeah, that's pretty cute. That's funny. That's funny to me that like real official judges took the time to do
25. They
right.
interviewed 25 judges.
And they took the time to answer and respond and everything.
In such detail.
Yes. And like telling you the whys and everything. Everybody loves Christmas.
I wonder if they went back and watched it again before they gave their answers. Because I wouldn't remember everything.
No,
but you know what? Judges probably have a way better memory than
oh
me.
yeah, kind of like Judge Joe Brown.
Yeah. So as I was like
Mm-hmm.
searching just Grinch
Yeah.
crime, there was a story that I found on some message board, but it was for local crimes or whatever. And it said and I love some petty
Oh,
stories.
yes.
I love me a petty Betty. Petty Grinch decorations, and this was in San Jose, California
Okay.
in 2004, which was the year that I got married.
Me
I
too.
know.
It's a great year.
There is this really affluent area nearby, and one of the homeowners there would do this outrageous Christmas display every year that would attract literally over 100,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the news articles that was linked, it said close to 240,000
Oh my
people a
gosh, that's
year.
crazy.
He'd serve cookies and cocos, collected toys for tots, and would match the donations himself. And this neighbor got really mad and tired of the traffic, so he fought for years with the city council and finally got them to pass an ordinance. Anyway, the story's below, which they had a link to it.
Mm-hmm.
But what the guy did was he had a Hollywood prop company make him a 10-foot tall Grinch that is the only thing on his lawn this year. It plays a song, You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, and the thing moves, lifts his arm, and points to the neighbor who was complaining about it. Hysterical. This this guy's mansion takes up almost a block. It's a beautiful home. So
That is just perfect.
pure gold.
Yes.
So the city council had voted on allowing decor, but only if they got proper permits. And so they
Okay.
would have to go through all of these hoops. There was
Oh,
several people on the council that said that they would be like horrified if their block for weeks was just packed with people, and they would basically like you could apply for the permit, but it wasn't going to happen.
mm-hmm.
The mayor, who was also on the council, was
Mm-hmm.
mad. He was like, "This is ridiculous. They do so much good. This is fundraising for
Mm-hmm.
Toys for Tots. Like,
Mm-hmm.
how can we like allow this to happen?" He obviously voted against the ordinance,
Ordinance.
but yeah, for him to get a prop company to make him a 10-foot tall Grinch that sings "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch" and
And
points
points.
to the house,
That is
petty pureness,
that
perfection.
is that's pretty amazing. You know, I'm gonna be honest. Go ahead and call me a Grinch. I can see both sides of that. Now, if you're moving to a location that does this, like McAdenville locally, like if that's gonna bug you for the, month out of the year, don't move
Yeah,
there. You know what you're getting into.
yeah,
I would not want to be trapped in my house like that with all the people. Like that would be a huge inconvenience. You to be trapped in your home and not be able to get out when you needed to. I mean, you could eventually, but if you know what you're getting into when you move there, and that we don't know what he did,
yeah.
either way, it's perfect.
Yeah. Oh no, it's petty perfection.
Yeah.
Petty perfection. I love a mean petty story.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's pretty good. Are you Grinchy about anything like Christmassy?
I mean, I'm not going out caroling or anything like that.
Mm-mm, me neither. Oh, I've got something that just popped in my mind that I can't stand that's Christmassy. So they decorated downtown Clover
Hmm.
and they bought new decorations this year. And I'm glad that they finally put some more money into it. But they have the street pole things, they alternate red and silver. That's fine. They're red and silver. And the light on top of them, the like street lamp is like a cool LED.
Hmm.
And then the addition to the top is like a warm.
Mm.
Bothers me. They also have a Christmas tree, huge, 25 feet tall. It is not decorated red and silver. It is teal and lime green. And the lights on it are, I think they're the warm lights on the tree. And on the top, it's that cool LED. Like nothing matches. And I am gonna go like rip it all down one day.
You're gonna redecorate.
And then I'll get in trouble for redecorating.
You end up in jail. You can call me. I'll bail you out.
Okay. Yeah, I'm grinchy about that. Like I can't even enjoy it because it just is just doesn't even look good.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't mind like inflatables, but I can't stand when it's just a whole entire yard of
Yes.
inflatables. Like that
Yes.
is like not for me.
Me neither. And Jackson and I used to do this thing where when we would drive by, we would pretend like we would shoot all the inflatables, like the penguins and all that.
But I mean, other than that, I mean, if it doesn't affect me, do you?
I like your approach.
Yeah.
I will try to remember that as I drive through and bah humbug the decorations?
I don't remember where it was, but the town had decorated,
Mm-hmm.
and in the daytime it looked like super
Mm-hmm.
cute, but
Mm-hmm.
they had put the lights on at night,
Mm-hmm.
and I forgot what it was, but it looked like a man's body part.
Oh,
However, it was like I don't know if it was like a candy cane or something. Like it was
yeah.
with like holly
Like,
somethings.
oh, like a candle or
Yeah,
and so, oh,
yeah.
with holly
But
berries.
yeah,
Yeah.
it looked like when it was like lit up, it looked like anatomy.
Do you think they did that on purpose?
I don't know, but if they did, that's awesome.
They are way smarter than me if they figured that out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
I love when like weird stuff like that happens.
I know. It's so funny. Yeah, I think it's hilarious too. So,
What is your favorite Christmas movie?
all-time favorite Christmas movie is White Christmas. I'm a
Oh,
classic.
oh,
Uh-huh. Are you sad about that or just
yeah.
surprised? So,
I just threw me off.
yeah. So, yeah, love that. Love that movie. I mean, I like some of the new ones. Like, I really enjoy Elf. Elf is really funny. Well, I want to see the new one with The Rock, the
Yeah.
red one or whatever. But yeah, I like White Christmas. What about you?
So I love The Grinch.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably my all-time favorite.
Okay.
But Home Alone is a close second.
I like Home Alone too, yeah.
I've got like the I don't know IQ of like a 7-year-old, I guess.
I think some of mine that I like that is nostalgic. Like my mom really liked it and we would watch it together
Yeah.
when I was real little. And then, you get to be a teenager and don't do anything with your family. And then just the thought of it is just,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think mine is that I got to re-experience it all with Dylan, and like he
Yeah.
like thought Home Alone was like the funniest thing
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah. J2. Yeah.
And
That's true.
so it just like re-sparked that for me.
Yeah.
And then the Grinch, I've just always loved the Grinch. I don't know why.
I don't like the Grinch.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Isn't that weird?
Hmm.
And I mean,
I thought so when they did the Jim Carrey version,
yeah.
I thought that was a little scary,
Yeah.
like for kids.
Yeah. Yeah. He played that part so well. It could be a little,
As an adult, I thought
yeah.
it was hysterical because there were so many adult things in there
Yeah.
that kids wouldn't catch. Like there was a little bit of
Yeah.
nuance in there,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
I do not like the Christmas Story movie.
I don't either.
I hate that one.
No, like that. I don't know why it freaked me out when I was little,
The ho
and like kicking
kicking him down
down
the slide.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, and like the whole bunny thing, like I
Right.
don't know, the whole thing was just weird, and I didn't like it.
I think that was for more the generation before us with some of the stuff that was in it. But yeah, I can't stand it.
Mm-mm.
Just if I see it or hear it, I just like throw up a little bit in my mouth.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Mm-mm. But I do love Elf.
Yeah. The first time I saw Elf and he ran and he jumps in the Christmas tree, like I belly laughed so like I could not breathe. That part just got me. That was my favorite part. That's my favorite part of the movie, I think.
The classics, I'm like, they can
Not so
really
much. Yeah.
If it was on, like I think I'd probably still walk out of the room.
I like old movies. Again, I'm sure it's a tribute to my mom. And I'm old. But
Not old.
but I like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm gonna admit this. You're gonna have to take it out. No, I'm just kidding. Like old, like West Side Story.
Really?
And Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Like, yes, old musicals. I know. Don't know why. It's just added to my nerdiness factor. It's okay. I don't know why.
Okay.
But
Hey,
that's me.
all good.
That's me. You still love me?
I do.
Okay, good. Woo. Woo. Scared bearing my soul there for a
You have to
minute.
watch the 7-year-old movies though with me.
Okay. I like those too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not classy.
No. Lies. Now, do you like just the original Home Alone or do you like the other ones too?
I liked until like they started changing
The character?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
liked them up until then.
Yeah.
But I mean, Dylan and I would sit and watch those for hours.
Yeah. They're great.
Yeah, we would do Legos and watch those movies. Yeah, so
They're good. Can't go wrong.
I belly laugh.
Yeah.
I really do have the humor of a child.
That's okay. That's okay.
I see somebody fall and I just
Oh, yeah.
I laugh like, and Dylan's like, Mom. I'm like,
those videos where people fall,
I'm going to hell.
there's one and it's like the dude falls off the steps and the front of his house. They're so Hilarious.
People like slip on ice.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And it's like they keep trying. They don't just go down. Oh my God, yeah, hilarious. I
I'm
agree with you
like,
100%.
I'm ready to burst out. Just thinking
Just
about
thinking about it. Just thinking about people getting out of control falling. Oh, have you seen the videos where like the road is icy and the cars can't brake? And they're not going fast, like nobody gets hurt, but they just like keep sliding into each other. Those are great too. I don't want it to happen to me, obviously, but I'm gonna watch that all day long.
I'm not sophisticated.
You
I
really,
like
you,
just some bad humor.
you know what? It's okay.
Give me people getting hurt and dad jokes all day long. I'm not hard to entertain.
Um, I'll remember that.
Yeah.
Oh
Did you
my
see
God.
the fight last week, or was it last week or the week before in football? I'm not sure which teams it was, but it was like both teams. I think the ref called like unsportsmanlike conduct on both
On
teams.
everybody.
It was like the entire field. I think it was NFL.
Now, oh, so Trevor Lawrence took a big hit.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, and
And
actually, that might have been
that
it.
might have been
Yeah.
what's, and then it
Oh,
just,
yeah, and then everybody
yeah,
came and
yeah,
yeah. I think that was it
that might have
actually.
been it.
And then I don't know, I guess because Dylan and I were talking about that, I've started getting football in my feed. And Dylan said he saw this, I guess it was an old clip, but I had never seen it before. But a quarterback, it was college football, and a quarterback had thrown a touchdown or whatever, and he was celebrating. Well, a ref was walking by and he like wailed accidentally while he was like celebrating, jumping. He
He had,
wailed the ref in the face, and the ref just went down. And it reminded me so much of when Jonas took out John Bailey during lacrosse.
did Jonas get in trouble? Did they throw a flag or anything?
No, but the very next play, John Bailey called a flag on Jonas.
He was ready. He was looking for the next opportunity. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. That's great.
Best game ever.
So what did Jonas do? How did he make what happened? Did he just run into him?
He was trying to catch the ball, and I guess just yeah. But I mean, John went like like flying.
It was great.
Amazing.
There was a ref.
Again, 7-year-old.
7-year-old you,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. There was a ref last night in the game. I forgot who played, but he got hit by a player, and they had to take a timeout for the ref in NFL. Yep. And then he ended up walking off the field, like rotating his shoulder, and they finished the game without whatever his position was. I never thought about that, like them having a backup ref there just in case something happened. But yeah, they finished it without. He was like a line guy or something. I don't know. I
Oh
know.
my gosh.
I know.
Yeah.
Poor refs.
Not a job I'd want,
Yeah,
but
no.
it is what it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully they get paid
Oh,
enough.
yeah. They do.
I think next week we're gonna have to switch sides again because like this is throwing
Does
me
it feel
off.
weird?
It does.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to switch again next week.
That's okay.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
I'm not used to looking that way.
I know. I forgot you had a tattoo behind this ear. I'm getting to see it again.
Oh my gosh. I only did one Am I the A-hole this week.
Okay.
But it's a good one.
Good.
Okay.
So you've pre-read it and you already have an
I have
idea?
yes.
Okay.
I have my opinion.
Okay. All right. Am I the a-hole for being the Grinch, literally?
And this is from Pizza King.
Pizza King 890.
Yes.
Throwaway account since I think, oh, they might be on here. The names have been changed to protect the innocent and the guilty. Dun, dun. I-21.
That's like the start of like a criminal show.
It is. It is. Absolutely. I-21 Mel and my roommates held a party earlier this year in our apartment, and it was a great time. However, the next morning, my roommate's POW flag was missing, which was given to him by his late grandfather, who was a prisoner of war in World War II. Keep in mind, he keeps it hidden in a drawer, so it's not an easy grab. Ironically, nothing else was taken during the party. Naturally, we were confused by this, and he was really upset. Later on that week, he found some of our friends who were at the party posing with it on Facebook. I was really irritated since it was not only personally disrespectful, but deeply unpatriotic. My roommate called the girls out and eventually returned it, albeit unapologetically. Fast forward a few months, the girls invited us to a big Christmas party at their place. I saw the perfect opportunity. I could be the Grinch and hide in plain sight while getting them back. At the Christmas party, I arrived dressed as Santa with a large black trash bag. At a later point in the night, when everyone was pretty drunk, I began snatching. I took anything that would be inconvenient. TV remotes, silverware, a toaster. I raided everything in the fridge and freezer. No one gave Santa with a big bag a second thought. However, like the Grinch, I had every intention of returning the stuff. However, the next day, my girlfriend called screaming at me that I took it too far, and one of the girls who she was friends with heard it was me. I explained it was just a prank and they'll get it back, but she says I'm an a-hole. Did I go too far?
No, I love the petty.
Okay. I think I like the petty. I agree. I like the petty, but like something like the freezer stuff, did it go bad?
I don't care.
Like
They started it.
They did start it, and that was very.
I'm reverting back to my 7-year-old.
You are. Channel your inner Cindy Lou Who. It's not hard to do. I think that, I mean, I do not like they took the POW flag. Like, I don't like that at all.
They started the prank war.
They did start it.
If you're going to start it, you got to be able to handle what's coming.
That's very true. That's very true.
And they were being like nasty. I mean, not nasty, but like they thought that they were being cute and taking pictures with it. But
yeah,
it's a very like serious item.
Yeah,
not to be
right. That's
not
very
capture the flag. It's
right. That had huge meaning, especially personally to him.
I don't think he's the a-hole.
You don't think he's the a-hole? I think as long as nothing got ruined and they didn't lose hundreds of dollars of food or whatever, then it's okay.
I don't care if they lost.
I know. Taking the remotes, though, anything that's inconvenient, I think that's genius.
What would you take to be super inconvenient?
I mean, the remotes is genius, or batteries out of things. To who? Anybody?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What would you do?
The microwave, like glass rotating plate. You know, in college, we use the microwave all the time.
All the time. That would really.
Like the little wheelies at
that spins.
Yeah, so leave a plate in there, but it won't spin.
Or you not take it, but just like hide it.
No, you gotta take it.
You gotta take it? Okay.
No, okay. No, you're gonna do prank war. You're gonna do prank
You're gonna
war.
do it? You're gonna do it good? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think taking something like, don't take the TV, take the remote. Yeah. Like things like that. Like, don't take the Xbox, take the remote. I think that's always just, like, perfect.
When I worked at State Farm in Tennessee, we got a new supervisor, and it takes a while to get like used to a new management person, but he finally came around. So it was, I don't know, his 30th anniversary with State Farm or whatever. So we dug through and we found his first year picture in the State Farm yearbook or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Like the 70s. And so
what'd you do with it?
I photocopied. I made hundreds of photocopies and I plastered them
all over the place.
All over his, you couldn't see out the window. And then like even when you flipped up the cabinet, I hung like it fell down.
That's great. That is the State Farm yearbook. First of all, can we talk about that? Was that really a thing?
Yeah, it was this book of people that worked there.
Are you in any of them?
No, they didn't do that when I was there. That was way back when.
Okay. That's great.
It was.
Did he get mad?
No, he giggled.
He laughed.
Yeah. And yeah, so he ended up being like pretty okay.
After he came around.
Yeah, we got off to a rocky start.
Yeah.
And I got on with my like previous boss really well. Dylan was a baby when the new guy came, and priorities were different at that point.
New managers are tough too, especially when you've been somewhere for a little bit of time and you've been through a couple and you know what works and what doesn't work, and then they come in and they want to do things you've already tried that don't work. Like, that's so frustrating.
Yeah. When Dylan split his head open at daycare.
Yeah.
I got the call, and like he was in on a one-on-one meeting with another employee, and I like burst through the door. I'm like, Dylan split his head open. I've got to go. And I just took off and I just ran up.
You went, yeah.
But yeah, so he was like
took him some time.
Yeah.
Took some time.
He was there. I don't even think it was like a couple of weeks and that happened, and I was like, oh, this is lovely.
Yeah.
I had to take him to the hospital.
Yeah. You had to do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dylan's got his Harry Potter scar.
So what did he hit it on?
A bookcase. Like he tripped over like a rug in the room and went right into twice, 2 weeks in a row. Or it was like a 2 or 3 week break in between. he did it the one day and like he just got a huge goose egg. I mean, it was like
Mm-hmm.
a cyclops lump.
Yeah.
It stood off of his head at least like 2, 3 inches. And then a couple weeks later, did it again, and it actually like split
Split.
and bled everywhere. Had to go get stitches. And I made the daycare give me a accident report for both times because I did not want them
Right.
like,
Coming after
coming
you.
after us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and I watched the videos. They showed me the videos at daycare because
Yeah.
I'm like, how did this happen
Twice.
twice? And
I'm glad they had the video.
yeah, so
Yeah. Jackson has a scar too. He was jumping on the bed, typical, right? And hit it on the corner of a nightstand.
mhm.
And I am the good mom and did not take him to the ER, even though he probably needed stitches. I just did a butterfly stitch on it. It's fine. It's fine. It's great.
Well, was it before or after? I don't know. I guess it was maybe a little bit after that. Dylan was chasing Mo and fell into the coffee table, and that's when he knocked out his tooth.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it was really, really loose, and
Yeah.
they said that they had to pull it because the damaged root could damage the
Mm-hmm.
other teeth. And so,
Oh my
so then he didn't
goodness.
have a tooth until he was like 7.
Oh, these boys. They look so.
He was 2 when he got pulled. He
Yeah.
didn't have a tooth for 5 years. And that's what actually messed up all of his teeth. Like,
Really?
yeah, like that, why his teeth were all shifted.
Oh my
Chasing the
gosh.
dog.
Chasing the dog.
Yeah.
Oh, Mo.
Well, next week is Santa Claus week.
Next week is Santa Claus week. It'll be
Yes.
great. Thank you guys for listening.
Please like, subscribe, and leave us a review. Tell your friends we love you.
We love you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.